Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play the Langrisser, back here on mission, I believe, number 7. We're continuing with the story and I've done a little bit of looking up for you and found out that these things are indeed horsemen. Well, of the horse type. Which means that Erwin with Spearman is going to lead us to victory once again. Lucky Erwin. As far as placement goes, I think I have decided near enough what I want to do. I'll shove Hayne here at this sort of middle spot because he has high movement speed. I'll shove Rogue over here without any units because I don't like him. Liana needs her monks, same as always, just so they can take a couple of hits for her. And we'll put her near the front, but we've got to be careful because horsemen are likely to be fast. And we all remember what happened last time Liana came face to face with some horsemen. It didn't end well, did it? No, it didn't. Flyers at the back, same as always. They've got the highest move speed, they'll be able to catch up. There's nothing really of any interest in this shop for us. We haven't acquired any new items, so we don't need to worry about any of those things. It's just a case of buying units and getting the level underway. Lester's going for mermen still, even though there's no water. That seems stupid. No, it's not. We're outdoors. And for some reason, mermen can move incredibly large distances outdoors. I don't understand. Let us saute and ignore these flaws. Bit of backstory for Roga. Who saw that one coming? Wown. So yes, this is the situation they got themselves into. We get to see how it developed. Though apparently for some reason when the fight initially started we decided to sit inside the village and let a few people get killed first before taking any action. That's the kind of heroes that we are. Maybe we were a bit sleepy. So this young girl is Sonia. We don't know much about her. She's a bit odd. Look at those ears, you can tell she's odd. She seems to be fighting alongside the monsters, clearly a demonic child of some sort as she rides atop a skeletal dinosaur. Now we spring from the short grass and, I guess, stone path. To take the monsters completely by surprise. Shireen must have had her eyes shut when we were attacking that damn shrine. That's the Mission 6 Dark Rod Shrine, not the Muscular Shrine. I can excuse anyone for having their eyes shut in the Muscular Shrine. Good lord, that place was terrifying. Could she be? It's a great line of conversation these two have. Yes, we are duty-bound. Even though we're busy trying to save the world, we must take some time out of our busy schedule to defeat this random woman who is attacking, I believe, 2 groups of villagers. Yes, these people are apparently more important than the rest of the world. First order of business is to wait and do absolutely nothing. For most of us, not for all of us, because that would be pointless. And the first job is to let Hayne catch up. We all know how useful Hayne is. I don't want him out of the fight. These flyers have got some catching up to do. Rogue has got some catching up to do. We've been in this situation before, haven't we, where there's lots of moving and no action. Yes, we all love these bits. So I guess it falls to me to fill the time with inane chit-chat about the game. Here we go. Few things to talk about. Firstly, the runestone. We picked it up in the Muscular Shrine. It was behind one of those Vaseline-soaked muscular statues with a grinning face and the terrifying bushy eyebrows. We picked up a runestone from it. What does it do? Well, it's an equipable item. You equip it in the accessory slots, so that means if you have it, you can't have an amulet, you can't have a necklace. For some reason, you can't wear your armour anymore. I don't understand, but there you go. If you equip it, then what does it do? It does absolutely nothing. It seems pointless. Well, it kind of is. But it does have one benefit. And if you read the description for the thing, it says, at level 10, be born anew. What it does is it will take whatever class you are and revert you to your base class. So you'll be reduced to the first class change again. That's some rather odd music. So, if you were Erwin and you leveled up with a runestone equipped, you would instead be reduced back to the first choice of Silver Knight or Lord. And you may be thinking, that's useless, why on earth would I want to revert backwards? Well, the advantage is you get to keep all of the stat bonuses you've currently gained. This is good. Because of that, you can see that you can go through all your class changes again and gain even more stats and become even more powerful. The trade-off, of course, is that A, you need more experience to do this, and B, your units are going to become incredibly weak. Your benefits are going to be reduced back to what they were, you're going to lose access to all of your high-leveled units, your influence diamond is going to be decreased, you're going to start losing magic spells, you're going to lose magic power, all this kind of stuff. But for someone like Erwin, it's not really a problem, because he's a force all of his own, he doesn't really use his units, all he needs is the spearman, which you get at Lord anyway. So am I going to be doing it? No, I'm not. Why not? I don't feel there's enough experience to do it. So yes, it is a good item. It's a good item if you want to try and play through the game with only a few commanders. Then it's perfect. There may be enough experience just to do it to one character later on. Quite, Rogar, no one cares about your backstory. Massacre the girl. So we may be able to do one reversion with a runestone, but I don't think there's enough experience to really do it for more than one person. But we'll see how we go. That's very caring of you, Erin. Now kill her! So yeah, so she's Rogar's little sister. He believes he needs to get close in order to check, because his eyesight's not up to much anymore, poor Rogar. What this is really all about is that if you get within her command range, her sphere of influence, then it will trigger an event. I don't know why the event couldn't just trigger at whatever range and we just assume that Rogar has moderately good eyesight, but no, apparently we need to take Rogar all the way up to her in order to trigger an event. But that's okay, there's plenty of other monsters we can kill whilst we spare Sonia. Or Sonia if you prefer, but I don't, so she's back to being Sonia. Now, whilst we're moving the units up yet again, we can talk about items yet again. This time back to the Muscular Shrine. Yes, we must delve back there. The question is, what would you have got if you had completed it properly? That is, killed the 3-head Anarchy, the ones that self-destructed due to their sexy beam. Well, you do actually get something, surprisingly enough. If you kill the head Anarchy, the very head Anarchy, which I believe is called Varan, but I may be wrong, the one with the highest stats who is level 10 from the off, then you seemingly get nothing. But if you stand on the square that he was stood on, then you receive an item. This item is a dumbbell. If you're thinking, haha, dumbbell, what is it? Is it some kind of novelty item? No, it's not. Is it maybe a weapon with great stats? No, it's not. Oh, what is it then, I hear you cry? It is an item which gives you a summoning. Now, we've seen how good summonings are, right? We saw the Valkyrie. Well, I should have summoned a Valkyrie in these turns I've been wasting. Damn it. But we've seen how good summonings are, yes? We've seen how good the Valkyrie was. The dumbbell is an item that lets you summon Anarchy. You can actually summon an Anarchy. Don't save the game. No units with it, just an Anarchy on its own. It can pose at people, shiny with Vaseline. It blinds them to death. It's very effective. It can fire out a single minor person's sexy beam. That's the blue and white projectile. I don't know if it has the crotch healing spell. It might do. But it has very high stats. Very, very high stats. As all Anarchies do. And has the best attack animation, as all Anarchies do. So it is, I think most people would agree, the best summoning in the game. So if we had it now, the game would be too easy. Aren't you glad we don't have it? No, not really, but we don't have it, so we have to make do. Realistically, you can get it. It's not the most impossible thing in the world to do. If you abuse save states, then you can get it every time. If you abuse the game's own save and reload functions, you can get it every time, so long as you haven't really screwed yourself over. It's not impossible by any means. It's quite an odd fight. Lester's never going to be that useful out of water, but it makes more sense than just having him doing absolutely nothing. He may as well try and pick off a few units. I like quite how large the variation is between the fights there. We're going from 1-0 to 5-0. Lester himself is moderately useful, of course. His attack is a sword burst, sword explosion. I create a trail of fire by swinging my sword type attack. Only he has an axe, because he's a pirate. All pirates have axes. Heroic music ensues. So, Liana, I've done this completely wrong. I should have taken advantage of her summoning powers earlier. Do it now. I don't know where you're going to produce the Valkyrie. You have no free squares. Some kind of sonar to call the Valkyrie up. And there she is. You'll notice the Valkyrie can act on the turn in which she is summoned. That's very helpful. You'll notice that Hane is now in range. That's very helpful. I'll do just fine. We'll be able to pick off that one Hellhound that's down to 1 HP. I may get the Valkyrie to toss in her magic as well. That'll really lower them down. I'll get Lester to pick some people off and we'll all be nice and happy. Except for the Hellhounds, who are just dying. Now I'm trying to not let Erwin just take all the experience, because all of the enemies are horsemen. Literally all of them are horse types. So he could kill everything very, very easily. But he's already a class above everyone else in our team. So I will try to just mix up the experience a bit. But you'll notice quite how powerful the magic is. They did 5 points of damage by getting hit by 2 fireballs to these guys. And even the hero units, they take 4 points of damage by getting hit by the 2 spells. So we can actually win this with magic alone, but we're not going to, because where's the fun in that? Get in there, Lester. That's it. We'd like to see the Hellhounds explode and then get flown backwards. As if they've run across some kind of a landmine hidden in this fence. Lester's men will get picked off, but Lester himself should survive absolutely fine, so there's no worries there. I don't mind if the mermen go down. There's no real benefit to keeping them alive. Experience for Hellhounds is quite nice. We have noticed that there. I believe one more will give us a level up. Let's have a look. Yes, indeed it does. That's very nice. And P+1 to a guy who has no spell is very useful. I do want to get Hage's archers in range, so I will move forward with Hane next turn, I think. Up you come then, Roga. So yes, that was what we missed out on in the Muscular Shrine by not doing things, well, quickly enough, I suppose. I'm sure we could have killed all of the Anarchy if we'd had unlimited time. The time limit is enforced just to make the level incredibly difficult, so you don't guaranteed get the incredibly powerful item. It's a fair way of doing things, because realistically that summon is incredibly strong. We don't need to give it to a magic caster either, we can give it to anyone, so long as I have the MP, we can have Erwin summoning up the Anarchy. You may be thinking that's kind of a waste, to have Erwin waste a turn summoning up the Anarchy, but look at Erwin's bonuses, the Anarchy would be indestructible. Anyway, that's enough chat about Anarchies, let's try to forget about that hellish place we have left behind. It's going to be up to the enemy's turn to accomplish not much, a lot of healing I'm guessing, but it's not going to be fun to watch, but we've got to enjoy it anyway in the next video. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.